Hi. Long time no see. Because I am the worst at keeping YouTube pages updated. So this is an update featuring my cat. This is Jimmy. Today is December 31st, New Year's Eve of 2022. And 1 year ago today, I was getting ready to start really the hardest thing that I've ever had to do to date. I had an idea. I was inspired because my dad had run his age when he turned 40. And so I was like, you know what? I should do that. And because, I've had 3 knee surgeries total. If you didn't know that, I've had 3 knee surgeries total. First 2 were ACL reconstructive surgeries because basketball hates me. And then the third one was a revision surgery to get rid of some scar tissue that I had in my right knee. But yeah, so I found out in 2021 that I had some arthritis in both of my knees, and that this is where this whole thing started really. Was because I knew my dad had run his age, and so in the back of my head that was always something that's like, oh, that would be cool. And then I see my doctor and he's like, yeah, according to your x-rays, you have some beginner's arthritis in both of your knees, even though I was only 25. No, I was 26 at the time, even though I was only 26. And I was like, oh, great. So if I'm ever going to run my age, it might as well be now, because otherwise I'm going to need a knee replacement in however many years. So I might as well get the most out of my knees while I have them. And so that's what it became a goal. That's what it became a goal of mine. It's like, well, might as well, because I'm only going to get older. The distance is only going to get longer, and it's just going to be less and less achievable the further that distance gets. So yeah, and I also figured, you know what? It's a marathon is 26.2, 27 is not too much past that. It's really not that much farther past a marathon distance. So it's like, yeah, I might as well just, act like I'm training for a marathon. And then as soon as I get to 26.2, just keep going, just finish that last mile. And so a year ago today, I was getting ready to start a 32-week long training process, to finish, this goal of mine, this insane, ridiculous goal. It feels so strange to say that I did it. Like, it was this thing, like, part of me knew that I was going to do it, because it's like so much has been leading up to this point. Of course I'm going to do it. But at the same time, you don't know if you can actually do it until it's done. And so even just, to have this thing, August 13th just looming over my head, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to run 27 miles. It's insane. It's insane. And it's crazy to know that I did it, that I set a goal. I trained for it. For months, literally for months, I trained for this leading up to when I actually did it. And day of was like kind of exciting. I still hit some walls, and fortunately my dad, because he had gone through because he had done this song and dance before with his own runs, he was able to catch me right when I started to hit mental blocks, to help push me, give me that little nudge to help me get just beyond that. But it's so crazy to know that I did it, and that I didn't change my goal. I didn't tweak it. Oh, this is too hard. Let me do this because it's easier. You know, oh, that's too hard. This is too hard. I don't like this. I'm going to do this instead. I did not give myself that option. It was either I'm going to run the 27 miles or I'm not. That is the goal. You either do it or you don't. It's not changing it, adjusting it, depending on, you know, whatever I feel like. And that was new for me, because before, you know, if I would be in a tough situation, it's like, oh, how can I make this easier? How can I tweak this to make it not as awful? When I'm trying to achieve whatever goal, it's how can I make this easier? And with this, it wasn't how can I make this easier, because it wasn't gonna get easier. There's no easy way of running that kind of a distance. So I am very proud of myself for doing that. For, you know, my goal was set, it didn't change, I did it, and now I can always think back and be like, oh yeah, I remember when I was turning 27. Remember when I was 26 and I was insane? Like, that's what it's turning into. And actually, I'll show you guys. My dad made something for me. This is what my dad made for me. So it is. He took pictures of the day, and so he framed it for me. And then on the bottom part, it says, Sadie Ascanio-Regier, at the finish line, 27 years, 27 miles. Wow, Saturday, August 13th, 2022. So my dad made a commemorative framed poster picture. And so I have that. I'm gonna put that up. He gave it to me for Christmas, so I'm gonna put that up somewhere special in my house. It's so exciting to be on this side of the finish line, because I know I did it. You know, it's not what if, I'm not sure, what if this happens. It's like, I wasn't sure if I could do it up until it was done. And now I know that I could do it because I did it. And I have the picture frame to prove it. In the aftermath, I've dealt with a lot of runner's burnout, not gonna lie. A surprising amount of runner's burnout. I have not run really consistently since August 13th. Because I was running so much for so long. Running for 7 hours is a very long time. And so I'm hoping to try to get back into it again. Just because mentally it was so much that it just became not enjoyable anymore. But who knows? I might get back into it. I might try to run a half marathon with my sister in the future. If that happens, I have to really speed up because she's really fast. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do this coming year, but this year is done and I did it. So, yeah, the end.